Good morning to all. The topic I would be dealing today is Depositories Act of 1996. In September 1995, Depositories Ordinance was proposed. Following the issue of ordinance, SEBI sought views from the public on framework of depository system. Finally, SEBI and Regulation Act was passed by the government in 1996 May. First, let us understand the meaning of depositories. Depository simply refers to holding of securities in a dematerialized form online. It is an office, warehouse, or building that does work of storing the securities and safeguarding them. It facilitates the investors for conducting safe and paperless trading of securities, as they don't need to hold securities in a physical form. Depositories keep fair and true record of ownership of all securities of different investors. There are basically two types of depository services available, that are NSDL, that means National Securities Depositories Limited, and CDSL, Central Depository Service Limited. These both depositories are based in Mumbai. Investors, in order to avail the services provided by depositories, need to contact through depository agents. Depository agents are the intermediaries between the depository and the investors. Depositories interact with their customers through medium of depository agents only. Investors are required to open depository account, which is known as Demat account, with any of the depository agent to use the depository services. The functioning of both depository and depository agents is regulated by SEBI. The advantages and scopes of depositories are quick transfer of securities and funds. Depositories involve trading of securities online electronically using Demat account. Unlike the physical transfer of securities, there is no involvement of physical transfer of certificate of securities. Everything is done on a paperless basis, fully digitally. This reduces the overall time involved in the process, thus enabling the immediate transfer of ownership of securities. Second advantage is elimination of fraud cases and bad deliveries. Depositories provide assurance to investors regarding securities genuineness. Investors are relieved of all the cases like bad deliveries, fake or damaged certificates, transfer signature difference, and also shares under litigations. Depositories maintain a complete record of all securities after complete verification. There is no involvement of any physical document or for the purpose of trading by the investors. Everything is stored and conducted digitally online, thereby reducing the chances of different kinds of frauds. It also reduces the brokerage cost. Depositories reduce the overall brokerage cost required for trading of securities. Investors can avail different benefits when shares are traded in dematerialized form. Brokers charge less amount for dematerialized shares as compared to trading of shares using physical documents. Shares, when traded in dematerialized form, reduce the cost of handling paper, from thereby bringing down the overall trading cost. The features of the Act are explained below. That are, it's a multi-depository system. As I said earlier, there are two limited agencies which control this one. That is, the depository model adopted in India provides a complete competitive multi-depository system. A depository should be a company formed under Companies Act of 2013 and should have been granted a certificate of registration under the SEBI. Presently, there are two depository system registered, that is NSDL and CDSL. Securities are in dematerialized form. The depository model adopted in India provides for dematerialization of securities, which is more or less similar to holding funds in a bank account. Transfer of ownership of securities is done through simple account transfer. This method does away with all the risk and hassles normally associated with the paperwork. Fungibility. In general sense, fungibility is a goods or assets interchangeability with other similar individual goods. Assets possessing this fungibility property to simplify the exchange and trade processes. In depository system, these securities dematerialized are not identified by their distinctive numbers or certificate numbers as in the physical environment. Thus, all securities in the same class are identical and interchangeable. For example, all equity shares in a class of fully paid up shares are interchangeable. Register owner. In depository system, the ownership of securities dematerialized is bifurcated between registered owner and beneficial owner. For securities dematerialized, NSDL is the registered owner in the books of issuer, but the ownership rights and liabilities rest with the beneficial owner. All the rights, duties, liabilities underlying the securities are on the beneficial owner of the security. Free transferability of shares. Transfers of securities held in dematerialized form takes place freely through electronic book entry system. The system dispenses with the transfer deed and other procedural requirements with respect of transfer of securities. There is no stamp duty. There is no stamp duty charge in the electronic form if it is done in electronic form. In case of transfer of physical shares, stamp duty of 0.5% is payable on the market value of the shares transferred. And there is no risk associated. All the risk associated with the physical transfer, such as delays, loss in transit, theft, bad deliveries, are eliminated in depository system. Depository participants. A depository participant could be a public financial institutions as defined in Section 4A of Companies Act of 1956. Scheduled banks, RBI approved foreign banks operating in India, state financial corporations established under Section 3 of State Financial Corporation Act, institutions engaged in providing financial services promoted by any institution mentioned above, either jointly or severally, custodians of securities who are registered with SEBI or NBFCs having net worth of 50 lakh or more. These should fulfill the admission criteria laid down by SEBI. Depository participant is the representative of an investor in a depository system. Investor's option. As the provisions of the ordinance, the holder of securities shall have an option whether to remain in non-depository mode or shift to the depository mode. Those who like to remain in non-depository mode shall hold the physical possession of certificates of securities. The investors who opt to hold securities under depository mode shall open an account with the depository participant. They are given an identification number which serves as a reference for all their transactions with the depository participants. The investors will have the freedom to switch from depository mode to non-depository mode and vice versa. Free transferability. The Act has provided for free transferability of securities. By deleting Section 22A from Securities Contract Regulation Act and inserting Section 111A in the Companies Act, SEBI has taken away the company's right to use their discretion in affecting transfer of securities. This would mean that on payment of agreed consideration, the buyer is automatically entitled to all the rights of securities. The depository participant, on being intimidated about the delivery of securities, should affect transfer of deliveries against the payment. In the depository mode, the use of transfer deed is dispensed with. The rights of the transferee. As per provisions of the Act, the transferee of shares will have all the rights associated with the shares. SEBI can appeal to the Company Law Board in case of any transfer in contravention of provisions of SEBI Act or Sikh Industrial Companies Act. On the strength of such appeal, the Company Law Board can suspend the voting rights in respect of such transfer. However, transferee will be entitled to other benefits in the form of bonus, rights, dividend attached to the security. On completion of the inquiry, the Company Law Board can direct the transferee for issue of shares. Legal evidence. The ownership records maintained by the depository or depository participants serve as legal evidence in legal proceedings. The investors who remains in depository mode is given a passbook or a statement of holding. These documents confirm the position of investor legally. Pledge or hypothecation. The securities left in depository mode can become the subject matter of pledge or hypothecation. To encourage retail investors to invest in demat or equity debt, RBI has decided to increase the ceiling of rupees 20 lakhs if the advances are secured by demat shares. The minimum margin required against such shares has been reduced to 25%.